welcome. My name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to my final year-end Call of Duty World War II stats, classes, variants, all sorts of stuff like that. This is going to be probably my longest Call of Duty World War II video because we're going to be it's my final stats for Call of Duty World War II. As you guys know, there's only, if I'm looking at my calendar, 2 weeks left of this game. World War II is done in 2 weeks, and starting next week I'm doing a brand new series on my channel called Road to Black Ops 4. Now, it's a little bit different compared to the others because it is going to be a video series where I play starting from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and play every Call of Duty game including World War II all the way up until the Thursday before launch. So, pretty crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really, really excited to play all of the Call of Duty games in order for you guys for a video. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome because playing all the old Call of Duty games is just a lot of fun, and it's going to be fun to go down memory lane and see where we are now. So we're going to start, as I said, with Call of Duty 4. Unfortunately, not the original one, Modern Warfare Remastered, because if you guys did not know, my Call of Duty 4 account on Xbox 360 was actually hacked, so I cannot play any multiplayer matches, but we're going to have to play Modern Warfare Remastered for that. But we're going to play every single Call of Duty game, and it's going to be a really fun series, but because of that, there will be no more Call of Duty World War II content, except for the day right before launch of Black Ops 4, which will be my final World War II live video. And it's just going to be fun. Not too serious, but it's going to be a very fun series, and that's why we are doing my year-end stats right now. And it's going to be kind of a review also. So we're going to just jump into my stats really, really quickly because that's the easiest thing to go through. So I finished the year with 32,581 kills. May go up 1 to 200 by the time that video ends, because I may still jump on World War II every once in a while, but probably not in all honesty. 19,345 deaths. I finished the year with 1.68 KD. I was going for a 1.7, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. 335 score per minute. That's kind of stayed the same for the entire year. 2,234 headshots. I think that's pretty good as well. 8 days, 9 hours of playtime. That's probably decent compared to the previous Call of Duty games I've played. I think the most I've ever had is Black Ops 2, and that's probably well over 10 to 11 days. So, I mean, that's kind of the difference. I think I had 12 days in Black Ops 3, and probably actually more than 13 days in Black Ops 2. I played that game a lot. Then 816 wins, 908 losses. So not too bad there. Jumping into my dossier really quick. The overall combat record. I finished here with my best weapon being the MP40 with, if I can find it really quick, 2,042 kills. Pretty good, man. I love this gun. You guys have known I've loved it since the day one of this game. It's a very, very good weapon, and I love the MP40 to death. Best score streak, the glide bomb, actually. I think that stayed there the same for a long, long time. But don't quote me on that. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. My best division is actually the Commander Division. It replaced... It replaced the Armor Division with a 1.91 KD. This division is amazing, guys. If you haven't used it, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you use this Commander Division. It is sick. It is seriously, seriously good if you haven't used it yet. But I'm pretty happy with the 1.91 KD. That's not too bad at all. Best lethal is the sticky grenade, which is 322 kills and 27 multi-kills, which is not too bad as well. Free for all, again, still my best mode. I've barely played any. I've played 11 games of that, and I have a 2.212 KD. TDM, I have 550 games in TDM, which is insane. You guys can definitely tell the games I play the most. So TDM, 9,419 kills and a 1.92 KD, not too bad. A 1.42 win-loss ratio, again, not too bad at all. 348 score per minute, not bad either. Then domination, 10,333 games, which is pretty cool number. 10,910 kills, a 1.97 KD, 182 wins, and a 3.03 win-loss ratio. That is pretty impressive, if not to brag, but 3.3 win-loss ratio in domination, I think is pretty dang good. I'm happy with that. That's pretty sweet. And then TDM, I have 350 wins, so that's pretty good compared to the games I've played. But that's pretty dang crazy. A 3.03 win-loss ratio in domination. And Kill Confirmed is my third most played, fourth most played game mode, with a 1.95 KD and 87 wins. And then War is my third with 190 games, 3,896 kills, 75 wins, pardon me, and a .82 win-loss ratio. Not too bad. I'm really happy with that domination stat, actually. That's pretty cool, man. A 3.03 win-loss, I will take that. That's pretty cool, in my personal opinion. So, I've played 1,931 games, and a .90 win-loss ratio. That, again, not too bad, I'd say, for a whole year. Score per minute, 335, as he said. My best stat snapshot has not changed whatsoever. Still a 21.0 KD, 15,270 score, 36 kill streak. Score per minute, 77.99, and 121 kills in one game. That was in Shipment 1944, and that was such a fun game to play. And I actually finished the year Prestige Master, level 78. I would have played this game a lot more, but with college and getting videos out and everything like that, I just didn't have the time to play. I just didn't really have that much time to play. But that's okay nonetheless. And that is absolutely everything for that. And then jumping into my classes for the year. Alright, but jumping into my classes here, the first class we have is a Commander Division class with the Proto X1 DLC weapon. Now, actually, fun fact, before I go through the classes, I'm going to go through all the variants I have of the guns, but I actually have every single DLC weapon in the game, which I'm pretty happy with, except for the AS-44, which I don't think I'll be able to get, but if I jump on World War II, I can get it for free, so if I just grind out that Commander Division, I can get it, but I'm done with World War II. As you guys know, when I get to Master Prestige, I pretty much just stop playing. Just like, I get bored, and I don't really want to play the game anymore, but, you know, it is what it is. I got to level 78 still. I'm happy with that still. But the variants of the M1941 I have are the Jawbreaker and the Jawbreaker 2, which looks incredible, as well as the Cook. So that's pretty awesome. Like both of these variants pretty well. I really wanted to get the Battle Watch 2 or the Savior 2, but of course, I didn't get lucky enough to get those, but still pretty cool variants nonetheless, and I'm happy with that. The M1 Garand, I have the Independent 2, which is actually the bonus that you get for having the, what is it? It was a Community Challenge variant that you got. Then I have the Volunteer, which looks pretty awesome. This is the main M1 Garand variant I use for a while, and then we have the Frontline as well. And then we have the STG, which is one of my favorite assault rifles in the game, and for this I have the Red Baron 2, and the Serum 2, so pretty cool there as well. Two heroic variants, which is pretty sweet. Then the M1A1 Carbine, I have the Little Biscuit, the Body Snatcher, and the Bug Juice, so that's pretty sweet as well. For the FG, I have the Revised, which is my favorite one so far, except unless I got the Revised 2, of course, which I never got, unfortunately, and the Stripe Happy, which is also pretty sweet. And then we have the Bar, the Old Captain 2, the Flyboy, the Dude Up 2, which looks awesome, the Cool Hand, and the Cool Hand 2. Of course, these variants are free, so they're very easy to get, so that's why I have them. That's why I have pretty much all of them in the game. Next for the SVT, I have the Siberian, the SOL, the OAO Epic, and the OAO2 Heroic, so that's pretty sweet as well. And then we have the Gewehr 43. I have the Chiller, the Capitan, and the regular version of it, so that's pretty cool. Got most of the variants for this weapon as well. Then for the Volkssturm Gewehr, I have the base Volkssturm Gewehr and then the Goat 2. So didn't get very many of these variants. I actually got this variant not too long ago actually, so that's pretty cool there as well. The Type 5, I have the Show of Force, and that is it. I don't have the Clockwork or the Chivalry's Dead. I don't use that gun too much, so it's okay with me. The M2 carbine, I have the Brave and the standard M2 carbine. Not a lot for them as well. And then I have for the Ultra Burst, the Lightning Strike and the Belladonna 2. So that's a really cool looking one as well. AVS, one of my favorite assault rifles, another one of my favorites in the game. I have the Red Storm and the Comrade. I don't really get the AVS, the base variant, because I don't need it when I have the variants for it. So the Lazar I wish I could get because it looks incredible, but unfortunately not, so that's okay. Then the Automaton, I have the Sparrow 2, and that is it for the assault rifles. So as I said, I have every single DLC weapon in the game, minus I think some of the melee weapons, but I have every base, every ranged weapon in the game, so that's pretty cool as well. So jumping in with the Grease Gun, I have the Rosie 2, the Candy, and the Roxy. So I really like the Rosie 2, it's one of my favorite ones, and the Roxy is okay, I guess. It's really ugly looking, but I mean, it's still cool nonetheless. Then jumping into the PPSH. Alright, so jumping in with the PPSH, I have the Iron Curtain 2, which is awesome looking. The Thrive, the Snake 2, and Duck Soup. So I have a lot of variants for the PPSH. I'd say this one or this one is my favorite. I don't really know. I don't use the PPSH that much. As you guys know, I hate the PPSH because it's sickly overpowered. Then we have the Type 100, which is an amazing SMG. For this, I have the Checked Out, the Righteous, which is awesome, the Blue Sky, and the Blue Sky 2. Very, very cool variants there as well. I love the Blue Sky 2. It looks awesome. And I'm really happy I got the Blue Sky 2, actually, because it's one of the variants I wanted since the launch of the game. Now, jumping into the WAF 28, I love this SMG. It's really fun to use. I have the Waffenschmied 2, which is actually a bonus for the most recent community challenge, which was Score Streaks, that I haven't even used this gun yet or seen it actually in game, so let me just pull it out really quick. I know what the animation is. Wow, it looks really, really nice. But anyways, that's really cool as well. Then jumping into, wait, maybe I missed one. I might have missed one. Yeah, so I have the Trigger Happy, which is the one I use the most, and then I have the oil cans. So didn't really get any of the cool base heroic variants of it, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal to me. Next, I have the M1928 variants. So I have the Wayfinder, the Handler 2, the Wilco 2, and then the Buck Private 2. So again, this is one of those variants where they are in challenges, I think, or no, contracts, sorry. So these are in contracts, so of course they were really easy to get, so I have a lot of variants for that one. Then we have my baby, the MP40, so I have the Wonder Waff, which is awesome looking, got that from a collection. The Wonder Waff 2 supply drops, looks really, really cool. The Do-Re-Mi 2, this is actually the first variant of the MP40 I ever got, and I was super, super excited. Then I have the Son of Mars, and that is it for the MP40. Jumping into the Sten, I have the Rooted 2, which is an incredible looking variant. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy I was able to get the Rooted 2. And then I have the Standard Sten, so I could have a gameplay for you guys with the Sten, but I don't think I actually ever made a video on it. Next, I have the Orso with the Liberator, the Golden Goose, and the Twisted 2. So I actually have every single variant of the Orso, which is pretty sweet as well. I don't have the base version because, as I said, I don't really buy the base version if I have, variants of it. Next, I have the M38, which is the most underrated SMG in this entire game. I have the Homestead and the base M38. Super good weapon. As you guys have seen in some of my gameplays, this gun is great, and I really, really liked it. Jumping into the Sterling, this is my baby. You guys already know. I have the Royal Decree and then the base Sterling. The base Sterling I actually like using more than the Royal Decree because the iron sights are a little bit funny on the Royal Decree. So that's why I use the base version of the Sterling. Then we have the Nambu Type 2, which is another favorite SMG of mine. I have the Second Horseman, which is actually a very recent variant of the gun. And then I have the Nambu Type 2 as well. So that's really cool. Also, and then we have the ZK383, which is not my favorite SMG at all. And I just have the base variant. I didn't really want to try to get the other variants of it. That was just my opinion. Then the Ribby Rolls. I was going to get a gameplay on it, but as I said, I pretty much just ran out of time in World War II to actually get a gameplay with it. But I was able to get the Cruel Courtesan 2. I think I actually bought this one, which I feel guilty for. But I really wanted every single DLC weapon in this game because I was so close. And this variant looks absolutely epic, so that's really cool nonetheless. And then finally, the Proto X1. I only have the Antimatter, which of course I bought again because I wanted every DLC weapon in the game, and I knew I wouldn't have enough time. And this is a really cool one as well. I really, really like it. The skin it has on it is incredible. And yeah, so that concludes the SMGs, I believe. So I'm also going to go quite a bit faster because there's not that many LMGs, sniper rifles, or shotguns. So jumping in with the LMGs, we have the Lewis. And for the Lewis, I have the English Oak 2, the Landship, and the Landship. Landship 2 and the Landship. So, of course, as you guys know, again, these are variants from collections. So, pretty dang easy to get. You have to just complete the contract and then you have it for free. So, it's another one of those weapons. So, it's pretty good. I really like the Lewis. The Lewis is a beast. Then the MG15. I have the Gorilla, which looks pretty cool. The Blade 2, which is my favorite one. And then the Shorty 2. So, pretty cool variants for the MG15 as well. Really, really like them. And then the Bren, I have the King and Country 2, the Crown 2, and then the Royalty 2. So, as you guys know, these variants can be easily gotten from collections or contracts. I keep saying collections when I mean contracts, but super cool there as well. I love the Bren. The Bren is very, very underrated. Next, with the MG42, I have the Buzzsaw, which is pretty cool. The Devil's Piano 2, which looks awesome. And then I have the Zipper 2. So that is it for the MG42. Then for the GPMG, I have the Fior di Morte 2, which looks really, really cool. The chrome with the designs in it. And then, of course, the base GPMG like that. So next I have the MG81, which is pretty dang good, man. It is a very good LMG. And I have the Dark Lord and the Big Irish. This was the only one I was able to get from the Shamrock and Awe event. So I got it, and it's really useless unless you want it, unless it's St. Patrick's Day. So I'm really glad I got the Dark Lord, so it's more of a relevant gun to use. And then I have the Stinger, which is probably my least favorite LMG in the game. I just don't like it. People lie about it. They say it's a 2-shot kill at all ranges. Crap, it's not. It's very inconsistent, and I don't like it at all with the slow fire rate it has. The Bren is always a 2-shot kill. For some reason, this gun just does not do it for me. Then finally I have the VMG 1927, which I was going to do a best class setup video on, but I missed it. And I actually haven't looked at these variants for it. So that's the 226. That looks really cool. The Mold Breaker, that looks really awesome. And then I have the Isotope, which looks incredible, as you guys already know. Then the Ravenous, okay, that's kind of the boring one. And then the base VMG 1927. So I'm really happy I got this one because it looks really, really awesome. And that is it for the LMGs. Have a decent amount of variants for the LMGs. Not too bad at all there. Of course, I have all the DLC LMGs as well. The GPMG, the MG81, the Stinger, and the VMG 1927. So that's pretty sweet. Now time for the sniper rifles. So for the carbine, I have the Patriot, which is actually a chain variant of a different variant of the Carabin. Then we have the Kutuzov and the Kutuzov 2, as well as the Husky and the Husky 2. I really, really like the Kutuzov 2, sorry. It looks really, really nice, and it's very clean. Next I have the Lee Enfield, and for the Lee Enfield I have the Royal, which is a tiny baby sniper rifle. The Sweetie 2, which is my favorite by far. The gold and the black looks incredible. The Greased, and then I have the Roundabout 2, which again is another baby version of the Lee Enfield. Next up in M1903, I have the Warbird 2, which is one of the recent variants I got for this weapon. Then I have the Faithful 2, which looks awesome. Of course, that Eagle looks really, really nice. And then the Gumshoe as my final variant for that. Next, I have the Kar 98K, and the only variant I have is the Fallen 2, because I hate the Kar 98K. It's pretty overpowered of a sniper rifle, and I just prefer to use different snipers in the Kar 98K. Now, time for my the DLC sniper rifles, which are my favorite. I love the DLC snipers in this game. They're just so good. For the Type 38, I have the Ronin 2 and the Type 38. So the Ronin 2 is an awesome looking variant, especially with diamond camo. I actually have a picture of when I changed my TV settings a long time ago, and it looks incredible. That was really, really awesome. Next I have the lever action, which is such a good sniper rifle. I have the base lever action and then the Scorpion version of it, which is pretty cool. It looks really good with gold diamond camo on it as well. Then the PTRS, the only sniper rifle I've ever gotten a 15 or higher kill streak with. Beast sniper rifle. I love it. because it's a one-hit kill at any part of the body. So, I mean, yes, accuracy is important, but you have kind of some breathing room with the sniper rifle. So, for this, I have the Giant and the PTR. The Giant and the PTR base PTRS. Of course, I use the variant of it because I can, and it looks really nice with diamond camo as well. Next, I have the Delisle, and I only have the Nightfall 2 because I didn't want to get the base variant of it, and it looks awesome. I love the Nightfall 2, how it looks. It's very, very clean. And then finally, the 3-line sniper rifle, which I never really used or got a best class setup video on it for you guys, but I still liked it, and I have the No Surrender variant of it that I got in supply drops for free, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, so that's a really cool looking sniper rifle as well. And that concludes it for the sniper rifle. So that went pretty quick. And now time for the quickest one by far, the shotguns. And there was only one DLC shotgun the entire year. But going into the combat shotgun, I have the Catchpole 2, which looks really, really nice, and then the Disruptor. So just 2 variants of it, not too much, not too many of them. Just because I don't like the combat shotgun. It's the most broken game in World War II. So just don't like it that much. Next, I have the Luftwaffe Drilling. This is my favorite shotgun in the game by far. It's so much fun to use, and it's really, really good as well. Just getting a sip of water. Just in case, just really good when you aim down sights with it, so that's awesome. For this, I have the Triple, the Valkyrie 2, and the Einfall. So really, really nice looking shotgun. Really, really good shotgun. I love it very, very much, and it's still my favorite shotgun to this day. It's definitely really good. Next, we have the Toggle Action, and then I have the Enigma 2, which looks really nice, and the Flag Top, of course. So pretty cool variants there, not too bad at all. And then we have the Sawed-Off Shotgun, and I have the Cruiser 2, which is actually for the Community Challenge for this Days of Summer event, so it looks really good. I've never actually used this variant, so I guess we can take a look at it really quick. Any unique sort of animation for it? Nope, not at all. So for this, I have the Cruiser 2, the Domino, and the Domino 2. Love putting diamond camo on these shotguns, but this gun is absolutely awful. I hate it. It's really, really bad, but it is what it is. And then finally, the Blunderbuss, I have the Devastator and the Old Fashioned 2. So I really like the Blunderbuss. I say I have the world's first diamond blunderbuss, but it's completely false. I do not, but still really cool, though. I really, really like it. And that is it for the primaries. So jumping into the secondaries, I'm just going to pretty much just speed through these as fast as I can. For the pistols, the POA, I have the Torch and the Elder Tag 2. Don't really use pistols that much. And 1911 American 2, you get it for completing the event. Yeah, it was the... I forget which event it was. It was the 4th of July Community Challenge. Then I have the Totalized 2, which is the only one I really wanted to get. I could have gotten the Jupiter 2, but I decided against it. Then for the machine pistol, I have the Holtz Pistol 2, the Holtz Pistol regular, and then for the 9mm SAP, just the regular base version of that. The Enfield number 2, I have the Rebunker and the Repeller. Both look really, really awesome. And as you guys know, I love using revolvers because they're just so much fun to use. And then finally, I have the Oppressor Reichs revolver, so every DLC pistol as well. And then for the bazooka, I have the Point Blank, the Point Blank 2, the Point Blank, the Menace, and then the Eagle's Nest. So pretty cool there. And then the Panzerschreck, I have the Thunderclap and the Merker. So both really cool there. And that is it for those. And then jumping into the melee weapons, the only one I don't have is the combat knife. But again, it's not really a big deal, but it is what it is. Next I have the US Shovel with the Eureka 2, which is actually a new one, I guess. And then the Flash. So both of those I really like. The Eureka 2 looks incredible. Actually, I never really seen it that much. So pretty cool there as well. Then we have the Ice Pick, I have the Rattler and the Clean Slate, so that's awesome. Next I have the Trench Knife, and I have the Teeth Grinder 2 for that. Then I have the Baseball Bat with the Triple, which looks freaking scary as heck, and then the Double, which reminds me of The Walking Dead. So I'm kind of creeped out by it. And if actually, let me show you guys how it's related to The Walking Dead. So if I pull this bat out, and I do the inspect on it, Negan. Yep. You already know. Took this straight out of The Walking Dead. Anyways, for the Fire Axe, I have the Job, and that looks pretty cool. as well, although the animation for it makes me cringe every single time because the person puts his finger on the blade, and I hate that. And finally, I have the Claymore Sword, which is the Forgotten Honor. Looks pretty cool as well. I don't use melee weapons ever. They're just not practical in my opinion. And I have the Heirloom 2 and the Talons. So that is absolutely all the variants I have in this game. I don't think I'm going to go over my classes because they don't really matter at this point, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. World War II was a pretty fun year. I hated the game at first, pardon me, and then I just slowly started to really enjoy it, and now I really like the game. Although I got bored of it, and that's the same with every Call of Duty game. I got really bored with Black Ops 3, I got really bored with Black Ops 2, I got really bored with every Call of Duty game I've gotten to Master Prestige in, and that's just because I get bored. And once I get to Master Prestige, there's really not much else to strive for me, but this is also the first Call of Duty game I got the highest streak in the game ever, which is the V2 Rocket, so that was pretty cool as well. And that's pretty much everything, guys. It's been a fun year playing World War II for you guys, my viewers. Of course, this game didn't really get that many views. It wasn't very popular. But I still enjoyed the game, and I still pushed Master Prestige. I still made a lot of videos on it. And if you guys want to check any World War II videos out, I have playlists to pretty much absolutely everything on my channel. So just click Kyle for the Win, go over to my channel, and that will have absolutely everything. All the playlists of every World War II video I've done. Of course, minus a few of them, but I did end up putting all my DLC weapon gameplays into one playlist, so you guys can just click and watch every DLC weapon gameplay I've ever done. But yeah, so it's been a fun year, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I hope you guys enjoy the road to Black Ops 4 series that's coming up in the